Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Monday, February 8th, 2016, around 7:20 in the evening in Billerica, Massachusetts. It's still snowing a little bit, but most of the heavy accumulation's over. When it's all said and done, some places in the Merrimack Valley will get at least 8 inches of snow. But a blizzard was confirmed in several communities in Cape Cod and in the South Shore of Massachusetts, and went to staying around for a while. The 7-day forecast looks like that it'll be only one day above 32 degrees, so limited melting. Sunday on Valentine's Day could be only 8 degrees. That's so cold, but no long-term cold, because next week is supposed to have a warm up again in maybe 40s, 50s, and 60s. All the snow be melted away. Some news to report: the Winnipeg Jets have re-signed defenseman Dustin Byfuglien to a 5-year contract extension. Average salary is $7.65 million. The Boston Bruins were interested in acquiring Justin, but he's now off the trade market. And WWE superstar Daniel Bryan is going to be retiring because he has a neck injury, and that's a tough break for him. And he used to say yes, 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 yes. It says career is over. He was such a talented wrestler, but neck problems did him in. And that's about it on news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is about the late, great Boston DJ Dale Dorman. Dale Dorman was a DJ for over 40 years, was mainly working in Boston for so many years. He was an icon in Boston. He also did some voiceover work for WLVI TV 56 for years. Dale was born and he grew up in Western New York, and at a young age he knew what he wanted to do. He wanted to become a DJ at a radio station because he was born and he grew up when they started rock and roll music, and that's why he wanted to be a DJ. He started his career as a DJ at a local radio station in Norwalk, New York, doing like morning shift and early afternoon shift, still as a teenager. Then he went to a radio station in Syracuse, New York, getting a morning show for about 2 years, 1965 and 1966. Then Dale moved to the West Coast with stops in Fresno and San Francisco. In 1968, Dale came to Boston, and for 10 years, Dale worked on a DJ at the Big 68 WRKO. Dale was a very popular radio host, DJ, working all shifts. One of his famous quotes was "Hi Ma," and Dale was noticed for his very long hair. He kept that long hair for the rest of his life. And during the time, Dale had such a booming voice, a very recognizable voice. For many, many years, Dale Dorman was the voice-over for the kids' programming on WLVI TV 56. He was a voiceover from like the mid-1970s through 1990. He did the kids' programming there, and he also was the voiceover for the Creature Feature Double Feature. And he was nicknamed Uncle Dale by many people, and everybody loved Dale Dorman. They called him his favorite uncle, Uncle Dale. But they weren't really his uncle. They weren't really related to him, but he was like an uncle type. In 1979, Dale went to KISS 108 FM, WXKS, and for 23 years he was the mid-time DJ for WXKS, Kiss 108, and he also did a lot of commercials in the 1980s for a local men's clothing store called Suit Yourself. He was actually interviewing a local wrestler called the Iron Messiah. It was a very, very good video commercial. He did some work for V66 Dale, and he also appeared at many charity events. And Dale got inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and Dale aged quite gracefully, and by like the 1990s he looked very old. Even though he was in his 50s, he kind of looked, old, and he was not the voice of WLVI TV 56 kids programming anymore. That went to the kids club with Paul Wagner and Elizabeth Kerr, which that was not that great. Was the end of an era, in my humble opinion, for Dale not being on WLVI Channel 56, but I think they probably wanted a different direction. They'll continue to do the DJing for the mid-afternoon shift for Kiss 108 until the middle of 2003 when Kiss 108 let him go. But a few months later, he reappeared on WODS 103.3, the oldie station in Boston at the time, and from like 2003 to 2008, Dale hosted a morning time drive show called The Breakfast Club, which was a very, very great show. He had on as like part of The Breakfast Club was Marzi Stafford and June Knight and a couple of other personalities, and it was a real fun show. And it actually got canceled in 2008 when the Oldies 103.3 was going in a different direction, and then that's when Dale scaled back to his workload. He basically became semi-retired. He worked weekends for a while for Oldies 103.3, but in like 2010 he basically retired from the DJing on the radio, and then he suffered a serious illness and he passed away in 2014 at the age of 71. Dale, before he passed away, was inducted into the Massachusetts Radio Hall of Fame, an honor well deserved, and Dale Dorman probably is ranked up there as one of the best DJs of all time. He was very knowledgeable, very funny. He had a charismatic about him. His voiceover work in WLVI TV 56 was outstanding, and making a few commercials here and there also got his name recognized out there. And it's sad that he losing a legend like him. And that's about it on Dale Dorman, and that's about it on these video blogs: Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and Google Plus tomorrow. 3 more video blogs coming your way as usual. The next video blog tomorrow, the first one will be about the top 100 greatest professional wrestling matches of all time, going from 70 to 61. And the second video blog of the day will be about my take on my views about UFOs and aliens and the supernatural, some stories I could tell you about if I believe it, what my take on them. And the third and final video blog of the night will be my personality profile. Tomorrow's personality profile will be about the legendary weatherman on WCVB Channel 5 in Boston, Dick Albert. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a truth-loving guy. Molly Rosenblatt of WCCO rocks and has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning. She's got nice legs as well. Amy Swenzi's awesome. Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has that sweet southern accent. She's got nice legs. And Thursday she's going to get a video blog. And in the words of D. Patel, last week, no buzz. Don't forget Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Daily Mo, and Google Plus. Questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, shout-outs, and plugs. Send it to me. Will be addressed. Good night. See you tomorrow.